Blessings, blessings, blessings. I want to big up New Wave and everybody at New Wave, our gracious hosts. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, man. Thank you for being here. So, what are you going to share with us today? Or what do you want to tell the people in?
Well, I'll just answer the question. The first thing that I wanted to say is that tonight I plan to share a lot of personal pieces. As you said in the introduction, I do a lot of personal writing. I tend to make sure that my writing gives the truth. A description that I will use from a poetry sometimes is I want it to be about Jamaica and Jamaican life, and I want it to be as beautiful as a hand can be, but also show the dirt beneath the nails. This first one is called In Their Skin. On visits I saw plum fruit, dew on lizard green leaves. Grandma's sweet lime juice regaled my tongue. The scent of mahogany hovered through the house. I could smell her hair while she brushed it. I heard the rubber bass of his cane, the clink of his watch. I could feel their smiles as I entered. Today I sweep rotten fruit, brown leaves, lizard shit and cobwebs. The sugar and the lime just don't mix like it used to. The smell of damp wood stains the air every time it rains. I feel their veins in the wrinkled sheets. Grandma's hair still chokes the brush like a gray silk noose. His thumbprint is still smudged on that nail clip in the drawer. Can they feel me breathe their last breath as I live in their skin?
Woo! Woo! Give us a moment. Love that. Definitely. I smelled her hair as well.
Yeah. The monkey. On a train in Scotland, Jamaica feels so far. A.C.T.I.O.N, my grandfather's name, A.C.T.I.O.N brings his talents to help Britain in war. Back home he's known for his strengths and his smarts. He writes letters to Gwen, who warms his heart. A scientist, a carpenter, even an athlete. Talented with his mind, hands, and feet. But here in the cold, that's not how he is seen. The words, like the weather, are cold and mean. The only thing they saw was A.C.T.I.O.N's dark skin. Even the children sport that evil grin. Once a child walked up to A.C.T.I.O.N by surprise and looked him up and down with curious eyes. His intentions immediately unveiled when he said, "Excuse me, sir, where do you put your tail?"
Wow, that really happened.
That really happened. This is a true story. So he was on this train and he came off, and some of the adults had their little kid, a little light-skinned boy, and they sent him over and said, "Ask that man where he put him tail." So this one is called Dancing with Gwen. Moving in unison as the sea moves as one. These two blades of grass, intertwined in the air's movements, dancing, holding, and touching. In love, so in love. Each step embraces the ground. Each step shakes the earth. The amazing picture of this cinematic dance, capturing the atmosphere while the world is on pause. Dancing, gliding on heaven's dance floor. Dancing to no music in heavenly silence. So this is called the carpenter. God made the earth in 6 days and rested. A.C.T.I.O.N had 6 children, then rested. He mastered his craft, shaping, carving, and reinventing the trees into a life of his own. He was a carpenter that molded and emulated perfection. I watched him carefully while he worked. He ran his fingers slowly every time against the inner core of a tree bark. His fingertips slid through the veins of the wood. The hammer falls and quakes at the end of each masterpiece. His body is tired. His soul is refreshed. He wiped his face of sweat and sawdust. As a boy, he grew up with a fighting dream, a hope to excel. His hands helped him to survive. As a man, his mind built a family and a legacy, a kingdom complete with a queen. His work on earth is finished as he reunites with his family in heaven. He lived as a carpenter, fought as a soldier, spread his knowledge as a teacher, nurtured like a father, and now he shall die a legend. Her hair pulled back and clipped, a light residue of baby powder around her neck. The left strap of her blouse slides down her shoulder. She exhales the smoke. She breathes the gray clouds slowly. You can see an imprint of her wet lips on her teacup, as if to purify what is left inside of her. She breathes hard, cigarette smoke and mint steam. She wishes her mistakes can be ashed with the flick of a thumb. This poem is called I Run to Your Room. My mother's turquoise Toyota pulls up to the gate. I jump out the car before she has finished parking. The put-put of the engine drowns her shouts. I walk past Grandpa while he cuts the hedges. The door is open. I run to your room. Some days you pretend to be surprised. This time I actually surprise you. You slide the Playboy under your pillow, turn off the TV, then you smile. The window curtain is almost closed. Sparse sunlight forces its way through. You get up and reach to your top shelf. I drum on my pot belly and look at your athletic chest. You show me a new model plane from work. Give me a few mini chocolates and laugh as I smear the fudge on the back of my shorts. They tell stories I don't believe, so I run to your room. You are at the hospital. My mother explains while trying to control the pain that coils her throat. I am too young to fully understand all the information she unloads. We would have paid twice. We would have paid twice the debt to save your throat, stomach, and your pride. The drug dealers wanted more. More than your money. They wanted your story to tell. So they poured bleach down your throat, left you half naked in the street, to burn and to learn. I know you are home now, but I run away from your room. You hear me and you call to me. I try to avoid looking at you. I stare at the bucket of saliva by your bed. When my eyes touch you, I don't believe. Your lips, withered and split, your skin stuck to your bamboo limbs like wet cloth. I don't know how to cry. You ask me why I didn't come to your room. I say, I didn't know you were here. You say, look at me, where could I have gone? I know it kinda dark still, but it's late night, so I'm just making the words roll.